in a couple of days. It's a beautiful, beautiful day again. There's been a lot of sun in the last videos, and the snow is melting fast, as you can see on the right. There's almost no snow left there. The weather forecast says snow tomorrow, 10 degrees Celsius below freezing, and 8 centimeters of fresh snow. So we'll see. But right now it's 4 degrees plus, and not a single cloud. And we are about to load some gravel, 070 gravel. That means that the stones are from 0 to 70 millimeters in size. And we're building a platform for a crane to support the weight of the crane. It's on asphalt area, but we need to put gravel on the asphalt, on the tarmac, to spread the weight of the crane. I don't know the word for it. A paper factory. They take the wood and make papers. They are building or replacing something on the factory and need to bring a big crane in, and then we put this thick layer of gravel to spread the weight out from the crane. So we're going into the rock quarry to load, and the road, the last piece of this piece of gravel road is very soft now from the melting snow, so you can't drive very fast. And I think I'm going to do as I have done one time before. I will put a short version or a 10-minute version on YouTube, and then in description I will post a longer video, the uncut version. It will be about 25 minutes, so you can watch there if you want to. Here to the right is another rock quarry, but we're using the other one. The road there is very soft. So we just drive in the middle of the road. Hope for the best. No, it's not that bad, but I don't use the edges. It can be soft. And this road, I have talked about it before. This part of the road is the old main road from north to south Sweden, called Riks 13, before they built the tarmac main road E4. So in the 1940s, in the beginning of the 1950s, this was the main road from north to south. You can loosely compare it to Route 66, but it's of course not the same. But it was gravel almost all the way down to Stockholm, and from Stockholm it changed name from Riks 13 to Riks 1. Someone can correct me if you know this better than me, but I know this is part of the Riks 13, the old one. Haven't been used since 1950 something for regular traffic. I'm gonna stop here and put the other camera up so you can see when we load the gravel.
Jävlar håller man på avsluta med det höger.
Det är ju det. Det är inte så många last kvar där.
Nej, de börjar spela.
Börjar inte slippa.
I only have one action camera, except for the phone I'm using for the front view, and of course my dash cam. So I have to move it around. Maybe I can save some money and buy a better one, or another one. Left here, Sverok in. And this... Vänta i korsningen.
Ja, perfekt.
32,6.
There's another one, another truck on its way out, so we have to wait. You see it's melting. So it's almost flood on the road, out on the road. Ja, Sverok in. I have to have the radio on this part so I can hear if there is some other truck on its way in. if it snows tomorrow, then we will only do the tarmac roads, of course, because you can't plow these roads. You can gently use the grader blade and remove some of the top layer of the snow, but if you put the plow down, you will do a pole vault, or you will destroy the plow, because it will be like a knife to butter down in the road, and you will break it and break the truck. It's a problem in the spring when the roads become soft and it starts snow again after they have melted. This is the rock quarry. They have all types of different kinds of gravel here. We do a wide turn here. Nej, men jag tror att det var hela dagen idag. De trodde vi skulle hinna idag på 2 bilar, så det är väl vad vi hinner idag på 2 bilar vi behöver då.
Ja, just det. Jag var så klar. Jag är ju hög till den basen.
De trodde vi skulle hinna idag, kanske något lass imorgon. Men förmodligen ska vi hinna idag.
Ja, just det. Ja, det är det.
Som jag har förstått det, om jag nu inte har, så är det de ska ställa någon kran, och det var för att sprida ut vikten från kranen på plan där vi skruvarna, tror jag.
Ja, just det.
Behöver berg emot. Om det var kanske. Då ska jag hinna till möten där. De stöd som står i grillen. Kanske därför får du börja. Det var Volvo står. Vi orkar lite det också.
Now we're fully loaded, and when we're going out, it's the same procedure as when we go in, except you have to use the outward instead of the inward. Ser och ut. And loaded trucks always have the right of way, of course. So, if anyone is on its way in, they have to stop and wait.
Ja, men det gör ni ändå. Det här spelar ingen roll.
Now when the sun is in front, you can see how wet and mushy the road is.
Anders, hör vad det heter på min mikrofon, vad är den?
Nej, de är väldigt bra. Är det någon som vill svara när du ropar på dem?
Ja,
Jag ska ropa på dem.
bra till.
Snäll på vägen, ja.
Ja, jag ser.
De blir inte vidvägar.
So now we're out, so I can lower the radio again, because this truck has a very good radio, so you can hear everybody's talking from miles away. Or kilometers away. Which word you want to use? Ja, men jättebra.
Ni får väl prova det som inte är.
He was warning me about the car with a chosen a bad parking spot. Right where we are turning left. Right here. I don't understand people who park in an intersection when there is parkings available. Not that far away. There's still room to turn, but if he had reversed 10 meters, he could have used the parking space. working there or around there to go in the forest with the dogs. But now I think the snowmobile trails are starting to get too soft to walk on. But maybe in the mornings you can still do it before it gets warm outside. And I am a collector of old snowmobiles, old Swedish snowmobiles I should say. And 4 days ago I bought a 1976 Active Fisher 600. And I got it running yesterday and took the kids for a trip on the lake. I made some lunch on the ice. I put a picture on it somewhere here if you want to see. And then if you live in snowy areas, you can tell me which is the best old snowmobile there is. And 95% of you will say Skido Elan or something like that. The Swedish brands are out of business since I think the last one was 1992. Ockelbo. And this Active Fisher, I think they made their last snowmobile 1990. Then we have other brands that have tried to make new snowmobiles, but it's very hard to get a hold of a piece of the market. The big four is impossible to beat. Big five. I think there is only 4 of existence now because Yamaha and Arctic Cat is it's the same. It's just color, and I have heard it's color, skis and ECU, and then of course something else. But it's almost identical. For myself, I always driven Polaris. But my dad bought 1991 Polaris Super Truck, and when I got my first real paycheck when I started working in 2001 or 2, I think, something like that, I bought a second-hand 1995 XCR 600. 307 track. And it's It's hard to describe the feeling when you've paid something for the first time for yourself. And I used that, I think, until 2009. And yes, I had to rebuild the engine twice because the engine on those were not good. But I really love the snowmobile. I extended it to a 159 track, I think. No. Something like that. With 2-inch lugs. 155 with 2-inch lugs. And I used it. Then I sold it and bought my first brand new sled, a Polaris Dragon 800 with a 163 and 2.5-inch lugs. And I used that until 2000, from 2009 to 2000, I think 16, it took its last breath. And then last year we bought a second-hand 2018 Snow King Special 800 155. And I'm thinking about putting another engine in the old Dragon because the chassis is not that bad. The track is good with a few broken lugs, and the chassis is almost unscathed. But I don't know which engine to put in because I'm not paying for a replacement 800 CFI in an old snowmobile. So maybe a VES 800 with carburetors or something like that. Or some older Yamaha 4-stroke. I haven't decided yet. It would be fun to try a 4-stroke engine. Maybe a turbo one. They are not that expensive anymore. And if you take care of it, the engine lasts forever. Now we're entering the town. The city of Piteå. I think there is about 30,000 people living here. I might be wrong on that one, but I think it's about 30,000. That tall building you see in the middle of the screen is a new hotel. It's a couple of years old. It's the biggest building, the highest, tallest building. This road goes to the outskirts of the city. It's to the left, the city core. Here we have a canal that goes through the city, and I love in the summer when it's hot to go with the boat through the canal. Especially when we have the music festival in town. When that happens again, I don't know. This corona thing is putting everything to a halt. Out from the roundabout, and in the summer, if you come to Piteå, you have the famous Piteå Havsbad, or famous. We say it famous. I don't know if it's famous. Piteå Havsbad, Piteå Sea Bath. I think it's about. There's a really long beach with really shallow water, and one of the biggest camping sites in Sweden. It's really nice to go visit when it's sunny. And then under a normal summer, you can go there with the motorcycle in the evening, and there's party outside the caravans and meet friends and just have fun. Before this corona shit, every May 1st since really long time ago, there have been driven motorcycles called Majrunda, and when the sun is up and sometimes it snows, but people drive anyway. But if it's a day like this, we drive, and it can be up to, I think, 1,200 motorcycles is the record. Driving through the four cities around here, from Piteå to Luleå to Boden and to Älvsbyn, where I live. That's 200 kilometers. You do that in a day, and you meet up on in the bigger streets and saying hello to the spring. And the first big ride of the season. And I took my license 1.5 years ago. It was September 2019. So I have never driven that because in the spring of 2020 it was my first time, and then Corona struck, so nothing there, all was cancelled, and I guess it won't be this spring either. I have watched it since I was a little kid, but I have never driven it. Now we're starting to get closer to the unloading at the paper factory. And I'm not allowed to use the camera in there, so maybe I can turn it around and if you want to see myself talking. I really don't know if I'm allowed to use the camera, but I won't risk it. So this is the gate. Then you park outside the gate, and you have to wait for the guard to open the gate for you, because I don't normally drive here. If you drive here every day, you get a card you can swipe and open the gate. Now he opens it for me. So turn the camera around. Some people at work call me crusty because this and nothing here. Now we're going uphill, a really steep hill, but no problem for a mighty Scania. Hear the turbo working. Now we're there, and we just straighten up the truck. Start reversing. Now he gave me the signal, so now we can start unloading.
Wall up. Ja, då åker vi.
Så med din 6 och borde jag kunna 6 hög.
And we just reverse beside on the side of the first pipe. When you're almost there, your jackknife. See.
Ja,
Like that, I don't know how much you see on the upper camera. And you have to go outside and remove all the gravel on the bar to the trailer.
Så jävla snällt. Ja. Har du leverans eller?
Now we're back at the gate. Oh, but this time on our way out. Now we have to stop and wait for the guard to open the gate. It was fast this time.
Kappaklöcken bara.
Ja, men du kan köra ner till Välsom mot vattnet.
Ja, den som närmast bor i.
Let's go.
Jajamän. Ja, bra.
I really hope you liked this video, even if I couldn't show you anything from the outside. Rules are rules, and I don't want to get suspended, so I hope you understand. Snow tomorrow, I think. See you then. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.